we have Laine Havens. Come on down.
Good evening, first of all. Standing before you today, despite it not being at our graduation ceremony, I can't help but feel very bittersweet. Stretching before us lies so many possibilities, but behind us we leave familiar hallways, friends, and staff. I also have mixed emotions when it comes to soup. I don't really like soup. It's like a watered-down salad. It's this amalgamation of like soggy vegetables and meat juice. But it is practical, and it's a very efficient meal. And there are a few soups, chowders, and bisques that hold my heart despite my lack of passion for the dish overall. Now, bear with me, but I feel like our graduating class is like soup. And like many soups, it's inconsistent. We soak in our broth like our time in school, slowly becoming withered and wrinkled and mushy. Clumps of students, like carrots and potatoes of different sizes and textures, meander around the soup bowl, some aimlessly, and some with a bit more force brought upon them from the whirlpool that follows the spoon of future expectations. But the broth and heat from the burner brings out flavors from within the beans that bring a richness to the overall dish that is impossible without soaking in this bath of seasoning and water. Schooling has, for everyone, even if not in the traditional sense, enriched our lives in some way. I think I would be failing as a speaker and fellow student if I were to stand up here and act like the school system is perfect or ideal for everyone. The idea of sitting for 7 hours and being bombarded with information is dated, and the notion that standardized testing illustrates promise and intelligence is missing much of the necessary nuance. I know that the last 13 years have not been easy or pleasant for many of you before me today. But I also know that as you are here, you've made it through and you're resilient. Like potatoes. You've been waterlogged and exhausted, but your full flavor and texture still contribute to us. It's okay if school did not work for you. Even among what may have been torturous notes and tedious homework, your time at Canandaigua brought out the rich flavors of your personality. And school has provided, possibly most valuably, a chance to make connections. Classes and activities have forced us together with others, and we've learned how to interact and form meaningful bonds. Whether it is among peers or with teachers and staff, the broth is soaked into us all. One of the most important things I realized only within recent years is how similar we all are. When I was younger, I always prided myself on not caring what others thought of me. Of course, that was a lie. Even though I thought that I was confident without insecurity, my denial-piece did not change what I felt. It restricted me from talking with many of you before me today. Now, I'm not going to act like the socially divided stereotypes and cliques of high school movies are exactly accurate. I think our soup is much easier stirred than that. Yet, it is impossible to ignore that there are social groups, and they do influence the ways we interact with each other. We stratified ourselves, willingly. This year, I personally interacted with more people and reconnected with childhood friends I was intimidated by or thought I may not get along with. Time and time again, I was surprised by how similar I was to people I never expected to talk to. Despite this, I don't think it's worth it to regret the natural stratification. I don't think it takes value away from any of the connections we've made. Social groups are fundamentally a part of the human experience. The groups that we formed help to define us, and their existence is truly important. It's only natural that in a soup, vegetables will clump inconsistently, but that doesn't change the fact that we're all still vegetables meander, something like that. As I look out at you now, I cannot help but feel emotional. 100 days ago in the auditorium, while watching that slideshow of pictures, I'd be lying if I said there weren't tears in my eyes. Seeing people, you people, so young and joyful, it made me bitter about the lost innocence of childhood. It made me yearn for the easier days, the problem-solving fairs, class plays, crayfish hunting, and field days. Above all, though, it made me proud. It made me proud because over the last 13 more years, I've had a front row seat to the development of many truly beautiful people. That day I saw pictures of individuals I've only spoken to once or twice, or who sat silently next to me in classes for the last 5 years, and I swear I felt my heart actually swell. Each smiling face flashing in front of me made it clear how far we've come, and as pictures went sliding by, I could almost hear the click of the slide in my head. Click. I remember that field day. My entire class got drenched. Click. 8th grade trip, our bus driver got so lost, and didn't one of the rooms get into a water fight or something? Click. Wow, is that really him? He looks so young. Click. Oh my god, they're drowning in that big football uniform. Look how happy they are. Imagine if they knew they'd be going on to win sectionals. And isn't that kid going to play college lacrosse next year? Gosh. But, oh, I didn't know they used to be friends. That's so cute. And he's joining the Marines now. And wow, that dress is adorable. And she's gorgeous now. And he's top of the trade at FLTCC. Seeing the physical evidence of years gone by really got me. It showed me how much we're growing into ourselves now. Phases came and went. Relationships shifted and changed. Happiness and self-assurance were many times tested. But it all contributed. Those kids in the pictures are real people. Time capsules of different versions of you with different thoughts and opinions, many of them embarrassing. But they are so important to who we are now. Despite our formative years gone by, we still have so much growing to do. Graduation has not happened yet, but as we sit and watch the sun go down in our senior career, I hope we can see that it's still going up in Singapore. Not great at geography. Either way, high school is only a stepping stone. I hope you cherish the good times you had, and if you didn't have any, I hope you go out and make some. Right now is the time to be proud. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you did. Because at the end of the day, and I mean that literally, this is a time to celebrate. You made it. So take a bit. Pat yourself on the back. Then get ready for what's coming next, because we have our whole adult lives ahead of us. And I cannot wait to see where we all end up. Thank you to all of you for making my time here special. I can confidently say that each and every one of you has impacted my life in some way, and I've learned so much from you over the years. Thank you, parents, for nurturing us and providing support. And thank you to the staff, teachers, and administration who made everything possible. Not only for getting us here today, but also for devoting your lives to preparing us for ours. It is because of you that we've made it here, and it is because of you that we are leaving the Academy with passions and visions that shape our very sense of being. You not only taught us multiplication tables and the difference between it's as, it is, and it's possessive, but also how to interact with others and become functional people. Thank you. So if there's one thing to take away from this, please remember that we're all super. It's an acronym, see? Super awesome, outrageously awesome, unbelievably awesome, and possibly the most awesome class Canandaigua has ever seen graduate. So go out and find a new soup to be part of. Maybe it's chicken soup, maybe Italian wedding soup, or maybe it's beef stew. Either way, I promise you can add an extra spice to it and make it tastier. Soup's on.